Hello, my name is Dave Berardi. I am a magician, and welcome to the Magician's Exchange. This is my very first podcast. That's what it is. It's a podcast. Also shown on YouTube, but also simulcast, I guess, audio podcast. So this is my first one, and I'm here to share some magical ideas. It's called the Magician's Exchange. So I'm here to share ideas with other magicians, to share ideas about learning new tricks, about booking gigs, about interviewing other magicians, and pretty much the format is we teach a trick, we do an interview of a magician, and we kind of do a wrap-up. So that's basically it. I'm going to start with a very easy trick of false shuffle. So here we go. Deck of cards, regular deck of cards. I'm going to do a false shuffle now. I've got a close-up camera here, so hopefully you'll be able to see this a little bit better. Basically, okay, so there's the card. Let's say the four of hearts, you want to keep that card on top. So what you want to do, here's your false shuffle. You cut it once, twice, and the third time, the card is still on top. Okay, so I'm going to do it quickly and I'll slow it down. Okay, so it looks like a really just a casual shuffle, like you're mixing up the cards. Okay, but here again is the secret. You're just basically out jogging. So you're out jogging one, you're out jogging two, and on the third time it goes back to the top, the stack there, the third stack keeps the deck in order. Okay, so the complete order. So there we go. Okay, one last time. So out jog, and the last stack goes on top, and it keeps the cards in order. Now I'd like to go to our interview, and we have a very good guest today, actually my very good friend, and I appreciate him doing this very first interview on my first podcast. Not a podcast, it's a podcast. And his name is Tommy Morello, and he goes by the magical name of the Amazing Tomaso. Let's check out the interview. I'll catch you later.
All right, well, Tom, I'd like to introduce a really great friend of mine, Tommy Morello, and we've known each other for how many years, Tom?
Okay, let's figure that out. I think that was back in 77, 78.
That's about right. Yes, about, gosh, I don't even know, my math is not, it's about 30 years or something like that.
That's right. At least, or more, 40, 40, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, it's probably closer to 40, which is hard to believe.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's great.
Well, now Tom goes by the magician name of the great Tomaso.
The Amazing Tomaso.
Yeah, plus he's amazing. I should have known that. See, this is my first podcast here, so I'm a little bit nervous. And this is the Magician's Exchange, and we're in the great Tomaso's, the Amazing Tomaso's. Pardon me, I won't do that again, Tom. The Amazing Tomaso's Magic Shop, and this is in South Florida, and. So if you want to kind of describe your shop a little bit.
Well, I have here a lot of interesting magic tricks. I have beginner magic, novice, and of course professional pieces. I have a lot of close-up, a lot of cards. The beginner magic, of course, the classics, which are always great. And also I tend to have done something different here. I created my magic shop to have some jewelry because when the moms come in, the kids are looking at the magic, mom's looking at the jewelry. I have a lot of vintage pieces, which I do collect. I have a lot of antiques and also vintage collectibles, little tchotchkes, if you would. Some magicians like to buy this also.
Sure, absolutely.
You know, and let's see, just look around, you can see. Again, beginner magic, it's always fun. Sorry if I'm moving too fast for you.
Sure. That's okay. I'm getting a little dizzy, but otherwise,
everybody says that.
I'm fine.
I love that. I love that look.
One of those carnival rides.
I love that look.
But you know, I gotta say, Tom, it's a gorgeous shop, and I've been down to Tom's shop a few times, and when I first saw his shop, I couldn't believe how really cool and how nice it is. And it's funny because Tom and I, we actually met working at a magic shop about 40 years ago in New York, in Tuckahoe, New York.
Yes.
And it was Mr. Fields was our boss, and it was a great little shop.
Joe Fields' dad. If everybody knows Joe Fields,
dad, Joe
give a little plug to Joe.
Yes, Joe's a very good performer, a great magician,
yes.
and does a lot of kids performing and as corporate stuff, all sorts of stuff. And but that's how Tom and I met. And Tom, 1 second, okay? I'm going to pause. You stay right there because my camera just timed out, but I'm good. We're still live, and I can maybe cut this. So I'll just stay right 1 second. I'm recording you here, but I got timed out on my camera. So hold on.
I don't know what that means. I know what abracadabra means. I don't know.
Right.
No, hocus pocus, but all this electronic stuff makes me crazy.
All right, we're back. All right, we'll just come back. I'm recording, getting like 2 different angles here. I'm actually
like this angle here, like this. Is this a better?
That's better actually. Yes.
Oh,
that's better.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's better. It gives us a widescreen kind of look.
Good.
So that's awesome. So now, as we were saying, we met at the shop years ago. I mean, that's how we met.
Yes.
And Tom and I, we used to do magic shows many years ago, and we did a few shows, and we really love working together. We did some really cool stuff. And now, I got a question. Now, who influenced Tom as a magician? How did you get started in magic?
My influence. Okay. Well, my dad did show me a quick trick.
Really?
Yeah. Before I got really involved, he showed me the coin changing, which was the nickel to the penny and then the penny to the dime. So there's a little red little top to it, you know. But as far as doing magic, and my biggest influence would be Doug Henning. Doug Henning really triggered me. He really did the magic. He really had the fanfare, fun stuff. So it was really he really made you use your imagination, and which was ironic that I used that not remembering what he said, but he always said the word imagination, and that's why I have my slogan: imagination is key.
That's awesome.
So it's quite funny when I heard all his old videos and him saying, "Oh yes, use your imagination." And I've always, I guess, in the back of my mind, remembered that for some reason.
Right. Oh, sure.
Yeah. So that's how I got into it. Yeah.
Great, Tom. And Manfred, I have to agree, because when we were growing up, you know, when we met way back when, I think between you and Doug Henning, that, I mean, you helped me, I think, have Doug influence me as well. So I know when I was younger, we were such big fans of Doug's, and he was just amazing. And I gotta agree, I think he was my major influence as well. And he was, you know, rest in peace, he was just a great magician. He really was.
That wonderment. He was that.
Absolutely.
He made it so like wow, you know. It wasn't mystical magic. It was just so magical and fun. Like it was okay, you know. Yeah, it was good.
Sure. Oh, that's great. Well, Tom, I got a question. Another thing I was going to ask you today was, now you are a full-time magician, right? So you do magic full-time, which is absolutely amazing. Now I did magic full-time about 10 years. And I know it's tough. I'd like to maybe down the road get back into 10 years, but it's not easy being a full-time magician. Now, what are some of your secrets to booking, getting bookings, or how do you stay booked as a full-time magician?
Okay, as far as it not being easy that way, or not being easy because it's a lot of work, I'll take it from the perspective of maybe having a lot of work. If you really promote yourself, I'll do the positive end of it. Yeah, because you know, giving my secrets to you, it would be wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Well, hey.
Well, you know, as magicians, we keep our secrets.
Absolutely. But also, this is maybe just to help other magicians too. It's just really in terms of. You know, because everyone has different ways of booking, so I'm just curious to your story and how you go about it.
Yeah, well, my way is doing it as far as you know, being in restaurants, great networking. I mean, I've been working at Duffy's down here for over 14 years. Worked for another restaurant, Wings Plus, Alabama Joe's, Hurricane. So you're networking constantly in the public eye, and the more you create yourself in that public eye, and not be afraid, you know, you got to go for your dream, you know, and not worry about, you know, getting nervous, just performing and just loving the magic. And I think that's what helped me, loving my magic so much and watching my hands and interested in seeing people's faces. But that would be the only thing. And I'm from old school, David. I'm the word of mouth guy. You know, everything is proof is in the purchase. You know, you see what the person's doing and you see that, you like their personality, you like the way they, you know, that is my secret. Yeah, that would be one of my secrets, is to really just be in everybody's face.
Awesome, and that's probably one of the best ways to advertise. It is kind of old school. Do you need to get that?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't want to take away from your business because I know you got your business here. So
No, it's okay. It's one of those calls.
Okay. Well, that's awesome because I think word of mouth is probably one of the best ways to advertise because people see you, they know what you can do, people click with you if they like you or if they don't like you, and it's just like it's right there.
It's like you're constantly auditioning.
Exactly.
You know,
That's great.
so you're always on time. You're always on cue. You're always, right on spot.
That's great.
So
And that's really I think a great way to do it, as you say that you're part of working restaurants and doing your magic because people are watching you work. You get to meet so many different people, and everyone has they're not throwing a party, but they have a family member who is, or they have a friend who is. So that's a great way to network. That's
yeah.
Now, I know I forgot to mention, but your magic shop is in South Florida. So if anyone who's watching this, and I'm in North Florida right now, so we're kind of broadcasting or YouTubing here from Florida, but you're in South Florida, so if you want to check out the Amazing Tomaso's Magic Shop, I'm going to leave an address in the show notes for this YouTube, so there'll be a link to his website and also his magic shop. But Tom, this is something new. This is one of your brand new babies that I know is special, and it's
For 4 years here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've had the 4 years. That's in Lantana. It's in Lantana.
That's in Lantana.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link or an address so people visiting South Florida
great.
can find you.
Now, I'd like you to talk about a new venture of yours. Now, you've been owning the shop for about 4 years. Now, I'd like you to talk about your brand new magic theater, your magic cabaret. So
I feel like Mr. Rogers. I feel like I should say, hey, come on, you want to go see it?
Absolutely.
Let's
Why don't you
go.
take us on a tour? All right. Awesome.
It's a little in and outer right now.
Okay. So I see we're in South Florida.
There's Lantana Road.
Yeah, beautiful day in
One
Florida.
of the up and coming. All right. Okay, so let's go here. I'll take it through this way, like this.
All right, awesome.
You ready?
Yep. Oh wow, I love all the pictures, and awesome.
Who's that, Dave?
Oh hey, hey, there you go. That was us like 40 years ago. Hey, you want to pan out just a little bit? So there you go. Awesome. That's a great picture. My goodness. I love all the pictures, Tom. Wow. I also like how your choice of colors. It really looks like a cabaret, like a really very magical place.
These are special VIP settings for. This is the Blackstone section.
Okay.
And the Thurston.
Cool.
And then over here you have Carter and, of course, our friend David.
Awesome.
And this took me about 2 months to do. This is where I'll be doing some close-up din, I call that.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
I see that popcorn machine, and that's just great. And wow, and there's your stage there. That is awesome. Very, very nice. Now, Tom, what is your what is your schedule going to be, or what type of entertainers are you going to book in your theater?
Okay, this is going to be. Click. This is going to be a theater, party room.
Okay.
It will host social events, men's clubs, women's clubs, corporate, whatever you fit. And of course, the most important, the bread and butter of the business is birthday parties.
There you go. Awesome. What a great space for that. I mean, all around, it's a beautiful space, and really like the title, like the Magic Cabaret. I mean, it's very, very nice. Really awesome. You did a great job with that, Tom.
Thanks, buddy.
Really nice.
And I'm going to share it with all the other magicians. I want to share it with all.
Oh, that's
You know, it'd be great for, just like it used to be. Oh, look who's here. A friend of mine.
Hey! What a cute rabbit. What is your rabbit's name?
The rabbit's name is Trixie.
Trixie, that's right. All right. Trixie's such a cute rabbit. How long have you had Trixie?
Trixie is one of my newer additions to the family. She's only 3 years old. I did have one for 14 years. That's the one that I showed you in the picture.
That's a long time for rabbit.
Yeah, this one here, he was from New Zealand. Here, this is the picture of him right here.
Really? Wow, that is a big rabbit.
Yeah, his name was Trix.
Okay.
So here we go. This is it.
Wow. That's really, really nice. That's great. Now, have you booked any shows there yet, or are you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have quite a few
Coming up.
Great.
I've also been booked to November, even in November. So I'm getting the shows.
Awesome.
I'll be performing here on a Friday evening, 8 o'clock shows, and then the Saturday night show, an 8 o'clock show.
Very nice.
I'll have people come in, do some close-up magic, have some popcorn for them, a little water, and just have a good time for a good hour. Just to spread the word that it's here, a place to go to. Maybe after their dinner, they want to see a little, entertainment. So it's a nice, quaint place, And it makes it feel like you're in a castle's room, or you're in somewhat of, even the floor, even the terracotta floors, give that castle feel, It's like you're in some type of a mansion in the 1800s, but yet all this magic is all around you.
Yes. Yes.
It does.
Wonderful.
Speaking of, like you were saying, the castle, it does kind of look like one of the. I've never been to the castle, but I've seen videos and whatever. It looks like one of the rooms that's in the castle, like one of their small cabaret. Their cabaret rooms, which they have like theater shows and all sorts of stuff. So I got to say, Tom, this is a very unique space in Florida, and you don't see a lot of like magic cabarets like this. So I wish you the best of luck, and it's just a matter, the word will get around. And,
I'm hoping.
And I can't wait to you invite me to perform.
Oh, you are so coming here.
Oh, well, thank you. I definitely would love to perform there and just it's just a great space, and hopefully, as you say, you're going to get lots of magicians who really will enjoy the space, and also an opportunity to make some money. So you can book shows and book some corporate things. Hopefully, it'd be just fun to do. It'd be a fun thing to do. I mean, I know we're all in here to make the money, but I think getting together, is the most. Having meetings and having magicians in one area, whether somebody wants to perform or not, but just getting together. I have a pizza pal across the street that I have a situation with, that he can make pies and just hang out and just do magic and talk magic all night. A club, the magic club that we all need. We all need a place to get to. That's right. That's right. Well, I see behind you, you've got the Doug Henning we were talking about. There he is right there.
Yeah.
It's a great.
These are all originals. This one here is one of the first ones that came out. As a matter of fact, they got that early. That's why I'm a collector of magic. I meant to tell you that. I do collect a lot of old and vintage pieces.
Wow.
I have still magic to put in these display cases. I mean, I have things that are very old that I've collected. Thousands and thousands of tricks I have. It's bizarre. But that's the original poster in New York.
The magic show, yes.
That's a piece of cardboard. That's not a paper. That's the cardboard that they just stuck up.
Wow.
And of course,
those are
the album.
very valuable.
The album, The Magic Show.
Right. Wow.
Yep.
And that was such a great show too. I remember that. That's one of the shows. That's a show that got me started. I think. There he is.
Great stuff, man.
Oh, he was awesome.
Yeah. He's my big guy. He's the guy. He's the best. There's.
All right, well, Tom, I'm gonna ask you maybe just a few more questions.
Sure.
I don't want to take too much of your time because I know you're running a business.
No problem.
What would you say is your favorite book that you could recommend to other magicians, or a favorite book maybe a book that you keep in your library that for magic that's just part of your library, and it's something that it's really part of you that's really helped you.
It's so funny you saying that. Yes, I will tell you. It is.
Sure.
There are 4 of them he's made.
Excellent. Thank you.
His name is Bill Tarr.
Bill Tarr.
Now you see it. Now you don't.
Classic book. That's
Man,
one of my favorites as well.
that is the greatest book, I think.
Yes.
The teachings, the illustrations are great.
Illustrations are excellent.
The standing, the way you perform and stand, and how you, once you've gotten that first step, then your whole body language changes. You know, and the hand manipulation. That really helped me. Yes. I'm basically a visual guy when I was younger. So these books helped me, you know. And then, of course, as I read more, I understood them, because anybody reading a magic book, that alone you have to have.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that's why these books, for any beginner, anybody that wants to start, just to get the fundamentals. And in the back, it has the glossary that tells you all words and terms, shuffle, misdirection, tells you every meaning of a lot of words. So it's really, really good books. And he's got like 4 of them. He's got 101 magic trick book. He has Now You See Me 1 and 2. And he has another one. I'm not sure. I don't remember the name.
That's okay. Well, you know what, Tom. I'll do a little research, get those titles, and I'll also put those titles as part of this podcast.
Yeah.
So just as a reference for people. But I agree. Those are great books. They really are.
Oh yeah.
And so well illustrated.
And of course, Magic for All. These are all books that were out there when I was young. So I can only. I mean, I could give you all special names, Jim Harris and all these. But it's what created Tomaso to be that magician, because we are actors that are portraying people with magical powers.
Absolutely.
So that's helped me.
That's great. And I tend to agree with what you just said too, because a lot of people, they do magic and they say, okay, it's just a tricks, but you're absolutely right. You're an actor portraying the part of a magician, and that's what that you're putting in your imagination, and you're putting in your style and your believability in the magic that helps sell those tricks. So that's so
exactly, yeah,
so well said, because a lot of people, and some of the beginners that might be watching this, you really have to. Your presentation is so important. So you really are. You're playing the part of a magician.
Yes,
so,
that is right.
So whatever that means to you, you gotta make it a part of you. So,
right, exactly. And I've always said that, even doing magic and being that actor, it was the presentation of the trick, because the magic trick didn't have anything in back of it. It needed more personality, and that's the only way you can get people to enjoy your magic, is add that personality to it. And there's a reason for that ball to disappear and make appear somewhere else, not just make the ball appear and make it disappear. Your basic stuff. So you have to create some type of a character to give the reason why, to have things vanish and have a storyline.
Right. And you do such a great job at that, Tom. You really do. I mean, I've seen it before. Of course, I've known you for so long, but also I love seeing some of your stuff on Facebook. And speaking of Facebook, Tom's on there quite a bit.
I'm crazy.
And he posts a lot of stuff on Facebook from some of his shows and his shop. So you can see some pictures there.
Videos.
Videos, yes.
YouTube.
And YouTube. And I'll put another link. I'm writing that down.
Everything's Amazing Tomaso.
Amazing, thank you. Amazing Tomaso. So you can check out his Facebook, and he's got lots of information about his shop, and also some
Instagram, Twitter.
Right. Awesome.
And everything.
So you're totally linked to the web and to the social media. So that's awesome. And that's also another great way to
another tool.
Network. Yeah, so that's another really great tool, which is not so expensive, even if you just post on Facebook. Of course, there's so many different ways, but that's a great way to get out there, and just in terms of people knowing. And I know you've been doing that for years, and I know I'm sure it's helped you with your business.
Oh, definitely. Oh, gosh, yes. Yes.
Well, I'd like to maybe end this podcast with maybe just asking if you have any final thoughts that you'd like to maybe, any words of advice or anything you might want to pass along to some magicians that might be watching.
Yeah, well, I got to agree. Bringing up another fellow magician, Shin Lim, he had won AGT. I like to congratulate him. But thinking what he said, and if you have that dream, go for it, because this has been my dream for a very, very long time, and there was no way I was going to disappear without having this dream come true. That's for sure.
Well, Well, Tom, you are living your dream, and that's just really, really amazing. And I really just enjoyed talking with you today, and
Same
you're
here.
such a good friend, and I can't wait to see you down there and see your brand new The Magic Cabaret, and I wish you all the best. And
Thanks a lot, buddy.
thank you, and God bless.
All right, God bless, and thanks for having me on this. I hope we'll come back again.
Yes, I'd like. Yeah, definitely, we got to do this again, and we'll catch up on your Magic Cabaret and your shows. But thank you for being my first guest on the Magician's Exchange. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Hey, and don't forget, everybody. How many years is this guy?
Yes.
What is going on here?
40 years. Oh my God.
That is insane. Is that a better shot? Is that better?
That's great. That is great.
There you go. I want everybody just to stare at that. That's insane.
That's insane. Well, Tom, again, thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
And all the best. And I'll when I'm down that way, I'll definitely stop by.
Definitely. I'm here.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Over and out.
Thanks again. Great talking to you.
Good talking to you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching the Magician's Exchange, my very first podcast. I hope you all had a good time. I'd like to also thank my special guest, Mr. Tommy Morello, also known as the Amazing Tomaso. You have to check out his shop and his magic shop down in South Florida. Great shop, and also his brand new Magic Cabaret right next door. I can't wait to see it myself in person. Thanks again for watching. All the important links are below. Blessings to you all, my friends, and just keep practicing your magic. Ciao.